So we're threading.
Chasing threads, it's called.
Chasing threads. We replaced the motor stator. Just gotta, after we replace the motor stator and get that all replaced, I guess I'll just pull this cord out this way, take off the zip ties, keep it plugged in, and then we fish the new one in and kind of, you know, hold it next to each other and see what matches. And this, I think, is for the GPS, I believe, if you want to hook up this part. Alright, so in order to change this back tire, you would have to remove this whole cable all over again. So I'm glad I did this like you recommended, but...
Well, I wouldn't put it back together with the tire
right.
half done.
So, for any reason there's a flat...
And I thought about it.
Okay.
Tire wear.
Right.
Directly responsible for how much weight it's got to handle.
Right, there's going to be more wear,
and there's
faster.
More wear on that wheel than in the front.
Right. So the two-seater I had, you would definitely not recommend putting any more weight on it, because the two-seater would replace this whole thing, but it would add like, I think 10, 12 extra, maybe more pounds. And then you'd put another person on it, technically, which they claim can hold 350 pounds.
Well, you know, it's a really bad situation, because you're taking something that was intended for one thing and using it for something else. And now you're taking it to the limit of what you should be doing with it.
Right.
Okay. So it looks like what they've done, these brushless motors, they've taken an AC 3-phase motor and they're operating it with DC using electronics. Which is pretty clever. And it's all possible with those rare earth magnets.
All right, understood. None of what you said, but excellent.
Rear nuts?
I had one that I would just bring with me. I happen to have one in my garage.
Gotta have what we need. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to look at. Let's see if this thing fits. Alright, fine. We got a wrench to allow us to tighten those nuts.
Alrighty.
And we have everything else.
So, and the thing is, like, once you plug in the charger, they want you to twist the part of the charger and to keep it, the charger tighten, and this will cause this to turn. Like you see it twisting.
Yes.
And I'm like, I know that's not good.
No,
if you keep twisting, the cable's going to snap at some point.
It's already twisted.
Right.
Okay, so and there's got to be a nut underneath. Doing this one. Why are you being so difficult?
I'm going to hold it. This is a helix coil?
Believe it or not, you're not supposed to notice. Unless you take it apart and you go cleaning threads. Alright, so here's our problem. Now, this is the thread we need. Let's get a cleaner one. There we go. Here's the thread. And this thread will screw in where it's supposed to, here. But over here, it don't screw in anymore. So those would be threaded to probably next size up. Oh man. So this is why I do things the way I do things. I am constantly surprised at things you find. Because this is something that happened during the manufacturing of the frame. And either the automatic machine that puts the threads in there, if they're using one, this could all be built by hand. But if that machine screwed up the threads, the way to fix it is you drill it out and tap it to the next size up, and then you put in this thing called a helicoil. And that screws into those threads and allows you to use the other threads, and you still get the strength of the threads within it, you know, for a screw. But it.
All right, so what's the next step, Tom? Do we need to order that part from somewhere, or?
You need to find.
This one's aluminum, that one's steel?
This one is aluminum. Feel the difference in the weight.
Why would they have one aluminum and one steel? What the hell's wrong with them? So is this like a defect right here, or is this on purpose?
No, this is done on purpose.
Okay.
This is holding your chain tensioner.
Right.
So this steel is what keeps this from turning. All right?
Mm-hmm.
But on this side, you've got the cable coming out.
Right.
And that's why you need steel on this side.
Okay.
Because it's weaker over here. And you can't have this thing, well, you're not supposed to have it moving. So when this loosened up, this is what started all your trouble. This side, without taking, all right, we have it, don't we? Yeah, we have it. Oh, what I was getting at was we can put a screw in here with a nut on it.
Yeah, anything that's better.
Because it doesn't appear to be doing this job.
Right.
Okay.
So you got the broken piece.
Yeah. Okay, so this part is fresh. This part is damaged. So we put this in here, we get movement. A lot of movement. We put fresh, we get movement, but not as much. And you can feel it. Do it yourself.
This is the fresh part, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot more to give on this side.
Where it's worn.
Right.
So they added this to take the pressure from this where the cable comes out.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
this one has to be correct. And it can't be loose, which is what happened.
And it was loose.
Hmm?
And it was loose.
Without, oh, here, check this out. You think that's bad? Try it. Try it. The new.
So what's the solution if it's still like a little...
No. This is, when that loosened up,
Yeah.
that allowed the whole axle to move back and forth in this slot.
Okay.
So they're counting on this to keep that from, and when it got loose, everything started going bad.
Just gotta remember, this is the pad that goes behind.
Oh, you won't forget that.
Yeah, I'll forget everything. There's so much shit going on in here.
Take a picture of it. Right, that's what I was up to. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have the room to put a nut.
So, like, if I didn't know you, what would you recommend me do? Or, like, find a motorcycle shop? Because obviously, a bike shop, like, I was looking at mobile bike shops, and they wouldn't be able to change a tire. Because they would need, like, motorcycle tools.
And this goes beyond motorcycle tools.
It does?
Helicoils?
Really? Well, I mean, yeah, I mean,
It's
but
not
I mean, like,
You'd have to have a good shop. M7.
okay.
Same thing. M1, M7.
So I just want one number up.
Yeah. Same thread.
Mm-hmm.
You understand the threads?
Yeah, I see what you're saying with threads now.
No, do you understand what it means?
Mm-hmm.
So many threads per inch, so many threads per millimeter.
Oh, no, I don't understand
Well,
the ins and
that's
outs.
what thread count is.
Okay.
So come over here and take a look. This is a number 6. This is the most common metric size that I've ever encountered. This is number 6. That's 6 millimeters in diameter. And then I don't one can't be one thread. I never did find out, but that one represents threads. How many in a certain amount? Here's a number. Number 1, number 6, but this is 0.75. So if you look at the threads and the difference, how many threads there are per, you see the 75?
Mm-hmm.
580 is a very common size. And that would be, where are you, 580? Is that you? Five by 9. Never heard of that. That's what it says, 5 by 9. So the thread count is important, because this is not going to screw into this, and that, you know, they're not.
So this is slightly longer, is what you're saying?
No, the length is perfect.
For the 7 doesn't mean longer.
The 7 is thicker.
Okay. So, and that's for
Here's
what we're replacing?
This is your 6 by, no, you did it. Here's your 6 by 1. And here's your 7 by 1. Right, 7. So the threads are going to match the thread count. You hold them up to the light, you put the threads together, you can see they match.
Mm-hmm.
So you know the thread count's the same. That's
Right.
the 1. So this is 6 millimeters, this is 7. Now if he's got a 7 millimeter like that, you don't need a helicoil,
Okay.
because we're already tapped for that 7.
All right. And I just,
Don't-
one would be good, but they'll probably have a package.
We need 3 of these, so don't lose those.
Okay.
And of course he's going to want the Allen wrench. That might be a number 4. Could be a 5. Doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
We have the Allen wrench.
Okay. So,
Rather than a slotted or
oh, you're saying you want the Allen wrench availability.
right.
Gotcha.
And you'll still bitch when you go to take it apart, because it'll probably be a different size Allen wrench from the other 3. But it's a different size
Sorry, I got
screw
it.
from the other 3.
I got an Allen wrench handgun. With all the options, hopefully.
Well, I got all the Allen wrenches we should need.
Good, good, good.
So
All right, so I'll
try,
go to the.
try for that
You
first.
said fasteners, right?
And you should be able to get that today. And if you get that today, 2:01, yeah, 2 o'clock, you can get the Fastenal before they close. And
What time do they open? Because I might do some deliveries in the morning and stop by there. Because you're a late riser. I get up early.
Well, that's fine.
What
But the problem is, I would go there today just in case they don't have that,
Okay.
and then you have to find out if they have the helicoils.
Okay.
And if they do have the helicoils, you want to write this down?
No, that's what I was saying. If you wanted to text me the exact helicoil, what do I need? But yeah, I can remember the other part.
Well, the helicoil that you would need would be to go from the M7 to the M6.
Okay.
And they're both the same thread pitch, which is why I tried that immediately, because
Okay.
in order for you to screw one into the other.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate it. Let's see,
Well,
anything else?
This is the way we have fun.
Yeah. So I got the chain there. Not that you need the chain. The other panels.
Yeah, we'll need all that stuff eventually.
The motor stator.